They know that you're no joke. You are extremely dangerous. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. They know that you're no joke. You are extremely dangerous. Listen, family. When it comes to being a dangerous individual, you have to know that your level of understanding is going to be much higher than the average individuals. You have to know that your level of knowledge is going to be much higher than the average person's. And you have to know that people are going to move a little bit more cautiously when it comes to you. Why? Because you are dangerous. Now, y'all already know what I'm about to say. Drop in the comments and say I'm dangerous. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I'm dangerous. Now, what I want y'all to realize is it's a lot of people who can say, oh, you're dangerous, you're powerful, you're this. But don't nobody speak about the pros nor the cons of becoming dangerous. Nobody speaks about the pros nor the cons of being dangerous. And so today, y'all, I want to let you know that yes, you are dangerous. But I want to speak about the cons today of being dangerous. Now, this is not a video to make you feel like you shouldn't be dangerous or even feel bad about being dangerous. Let me make sure I clarify that, okay? I want to make sure I clarify that. However, y'all, it's like this. Let's just say a person say, I want to smoke cigarettes. Well, I need to give you the pros and cons to smoking cigarettes. I'm just being honest. And that's the same thing with this situation. I want y'all to not be afraid, but to be aware, okay? I want y'all to be aware of what it means to be dangerous. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? So with that being said, family, y'all can see we are out here in the pasture, the green pasture, y'all, the green field, okay? Trying to find some good light on my end. But yeah, y'all, we're out here. Another video for today. Another powerful video for today. And we're going to go ahead and get directly into it, y'all. Sending love, prosperity, blessings, happiness, to all, right? But with that being said, family, I don't want to go into a extremely long intro. Here we are. So, family, first thing I want you to understand is number one, you will attract frauds, all right? You will attract frauds. Now, what do you mean by that, Reno? When you are attracting frauds, you have to know why a person is being fraudulent, right? And oftentimes, y'all, it's because they know that you are no joke. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm no joke. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I'm no joke. Now, let me break this down. What it means to be no joke is you're not standing for BS, okay? What it means to be no joke is you're not allowing a person to walk all over you. What it means to be no joke is you are very knowledgeable about what you are talking about, and you are full of wisdom. And so with that being said, y'all, it's going to cause you to attract fraudulent people, right? So y'all take, for instance, when it comes to the job that you've been wanting for your entire life, okay, a job that you've been, praying on and wanting to have. And y'all know I'm a huge proponent of what God has for you, okay? I'm going to make sure I make that clear. That has not went out the window or inside of a trash can. No, that's the real, I still stand on that regardless. However, y'all, I want to say this right here. When it comes to a job that maybe you want, okay, you're going to do whatever you have to do to get that job. So if I got to go in there suit and tie, I'm going to go suit and tie. If I got to go in there saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, being mannerable, I'm going to go in there saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, being mannerable. If I got to go in there and jump up high, touch the sky, and do some squats, then that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not saying you, but I'm speaking in general, all right? What I'm saying, family, is when it comes to you People know that you're not going just for anything. So you're going to attract a lot of frauds. This is what happens when you are dangerous. People know that you're not going for it. People know that you're going to question them. People know that you're going to ask certain things. People know that you are knowledgeable. So when it comes to being a dangerous individual, you got to understand that people are going to be frauds a lot of times, wearing smiles, but really they have frowns behind those smiles. You know, saying that they're your friend, but in actuality, this is an enemy or foe. Saying that they have good intentions for you, but really they have bad intentions and only motives for themselves. Are you following what I'm saying, y'all? So you're going to attract a lot of frauds, a lot of people who are, fraudulent, and they're not trying to help you in any way. They're just trying to get in where they fit in. Okay? Somebody drop in the comments and say, you won't get in here. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you won't get in here. A lot of times people see the ship that you are sailing on and they're ready to cause infiltration. A lot of times people see the ship that you are sailing on and they're ready to poke holes inside the boat. This is what you're up against when you are dangerous. In other words, y'all, they can't take the traditional route with you. They got to go another way. They got to go around. It's an audible on the play. So they say, you know what? I can't come to them straight up, so I'm going to come to them as a clown. Yeah, I'm going to come with my big red nose. I'm going to come with my big red hair. I'm going to come, doing a dance. And once I get them to trust me, right? That's a big word, y'all. Once I get them to trust me, then I get what I want. Then I show who I am. Family, I was speaking with a wise man the other day, and he said, Reno, when you stand on principles, you will expose the true intentions of a person. So for instance, have you ever, been in a relationship or a friendship with a person, right? Don't matter what ship is on. And people were, or how can I say this, y'all? They tried to portray themselves around people that they were one way, right? And between y'all two, they were something totally different, right? But once you decided to leave that person, once you decided to step away from that person, what happened? You exploded. You blew up. You got bigger, you got better, right? You even started looking better. You hitting the gym. You got your muscles trimmed, toned, right? You done cut some pounds. The whole nine. You getting your hair did now. You get it. And these people are what? In the same position they were in last year. The same position they were in 10 years ago. The same position. Reno, what are you saying right now? This goes back to it. They were frauds, trying to portray themselves as if they were the ones who didn't need to change, as if they were the ones who were not the problem, the issue. You see it a lot of times, y'all, with narcissists as well, right? Narcissistic family members, narcissistic friends, narcissistic, girlfriends and boyfriends, right? People who just feel as if they have to have the center of attention, control, manipulation tactics, all these different things, y'all, goes back to they are frauds. Somebody drop in the comments and say, stand on principles. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, stand on principles. When you stand on principles, you will expose them. And only those who respect you as a man and as a woman are going to be the ones who still stay around and continue to prosper in life. Those who don't, they're going to be stuck in the same position as they were last year. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Next thing I want to say, y'all, number 2. True love will be difficult to find. Yep. true love will be difficult to find. All right. So, for example, y'all, let's just say you take a successful man with a lot of money, right? Whether he's a millionaire, he makes six figures, whatever the case is, but he's making a lot of money. Well, any woman who meet him in that position, you have to know that there's a high chance that she does not really love or like him. Let's take a successful woman, and on top of that, she's submissive and she's loving, kind, compassionate, cook, clean, all the stuff, nourishing and nurturing, all the things that it says that a woman should be, right? Well, if that man has met her when she's already established and she already have certain things done, it's a high percentage that he's not there for only her. It's because of what she or he can do for them. Reno, what are you saying right now? It's difficult to find love when you're already made. It's difficult to find love when you are already him, when you're already her, right? If you her or if you him, y'all drop in the comments and say, I'm her, I'm him. Drop that down below in the comments. So very similar to this right here, y'all. True love will be difficult to find when you are dangerous, meaning you have a level of understanding that they have never seen, right? You have a level of wisdom that they have never seen. They are oblivious to it. They can't believe it, right? They can't believe it. Oftentimes when you have a different level of understanding, people gonna try to make it seem like what you talking about ain't what you talking about. People gonna try to make it seem like what you have going on and what you're doing ain't nothing special, right? When you have a certain level of knowledge, people are gonna try to downplay it. You ain't really talking about nothing. Why you wanna speak about that? It's not even that important. That's their mentality. That's what they're saying. But really, they're saying that because they don't have that, which means they can't understand that. And when you are delivering that, it makes them want to stop that, right? Let me stop your knowledge. Let me stop your wisdom. Let me stop what you're talking about. Let me stop that to make myself more comfortable. And that goes back to them in your life. But sticking to the point, y'all, it is difficult to find true love when you are dangerous. And that's why I'm speaking about this right here, y'all. That is a con to being dangerous. People won't love you for who you are. People won't be able to accept you for who you are. You're going to come off as problematic. You're going to come off as an issue. You're going to come off as if, you're being a huge problem, right? But in actuality, you're not a huge problem. You're just too big of a problem for them because they don't have the solution. They don't have the tools. They're not equipped. See, when God truly is in your life, y'all, he pack you up heavy. Okay, somebody drop in the comments and say, I pack heavy. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I pack heavy. When you pack heavy, you come with a different tool set. Yeah, you don't come with that regular Bob the Builder tool set. No, y'all, you come with the whole nine. Yeah, you got the alley wrench, you got the craftsman's key, you got the hammer, you got the flathead, you got the screwdriver, you got every single tool you need. You got everything. And they do not understand how to deal with it. So instead of dealing with it the proper way, I'm going to dismiss it. Right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, you can't dismiss me. That's what I be talking about, family. They're going to try to dismiss you because they don't understand it. The quickest way to counsel an intelligent person is to call them crazy. And we've seen how many people they've called crazy this entire lifetime. Right? We've seen it. Next thing, family. Number 3 is you will be misjudged and misunderstood. All right? Yeah, family. You will be misjudged and misunderstood. Right? When you are dangerous, people are going to call you overly confident. You're cocky. When you are dangerous, people are going to feel like you know everything. You know it all. You know, family, I just booked this session with somebody else, right? A guy he's about 10 years, 15 years older than me. But I heard a wise man say, if your coach don't have a coach, then I don't trust you. If your coach don't got a coach, then I don't trust you. Family, I don't feel like I know it. I don't feel like I know everything. It says in the scriptures, y'all, that a wise man seeks counsel, but a fool despises wisdom. A wise man seeks counsel, but a fool despises wisdom. I would never despise wisdom because I don't feel like I know it all. But a lot of people, and I'm telling y'all now in real time, probably think that I know it all just because of the type of content that I put out. You know, pouring into motivating, inspiring, speaking about social media from an expertise level, talking about the things that I've learned. I mean, people will think that, oh, he can't be taught nothing. A lot of times, y'all, people mistake knowing a lot from knowing it all. There's a difference between knowing a lot and knowing it all. Socrates said, all I know is I know nothing. And that's one of the most wisest statements I've ever heard in my life. You have to understand, as you continue to keep living this thing we call life, there's going to be multiple things that you have come to realization that, wow, I did not know. I need to learn this. But you're going to be misjudged for having a high level of intelligence. You're going to be misunderstood for walking like God sent you in any room, in every room you ever stepped in. Somebody drop in the comments and say, God sent me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, God sent me. Now, as y'all can see, this shade is getting outrageous. It feels good because I got this big jacket on, but then it just messes. I don't know. I feel like it messes up the video. But it's all good, y'all. We're gonna keep everything in here. But sticking to the point, y'all, misjudged, right? And misunderstood. This is what you're going to encounter and go through when you're dangerous, all right? This is the pathway of what you're going to encounter when you're dangerous. Point blank, period. Next thing, y'all, you become an object and not a person, okay? You become an object and not a person. Oh, man. Now, this one right here hurt, y'all. I'm talking about this even hurt me. I'm just being honest. This is why I say, check on your strong friends. We don't always have it figured out. We ain't always good. Sometimes we need help. Sometimes we need that assistance. Sometimes we can use that pick me up. You can't keep pouring from an empty cup. I'm just saying. You cannot pour from an empty cup. But guess what? Let them tell it. Your cup is always full. You always got money. You always got a place to stay. You always have food. You never have problems. You always, fix your issues. You're always good, right? You become an object and not a person. So I hear a lot of successful people, male and female, rich people, male and female, speak about how they deal with their family members now that they have success and money and stuff like that, resources. They say a lot of times people no longer care about what they have going on. People no longer care about their issues, their kids. No. When you got $30 million, you become the ticket. Yeah, you the meal now. So with that being said, when I call you, if you ain't got that $50, it's an issue. When I call you and you ain't got that $20, it's an issue. Or when I call you and you ain't got that $500, it is an issue. Either way it go, I'm going to make a problem where there's not one. Why? Because you are now an object and not a person. They forget the fact that you have emotions. Somebody drop in the comments, and I don't care if you're a male, man. Drop in the comments and say, I have emotions too. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I have emotions too. And that is very important to me. Male or female, we all have emotions. Now, obviously, I'm not saying as a man to act like a woman, okay? We should be more logical, understanding, wise, and calm, cool, and collective as men. However, we do have emotional moments and things that make us emotional and trauma, stuff like that, right? But that's neither here nor there. The point is we as human beings have emotions, okay? And that is a major point, y'all. You become an object and you're no longer a person. You're the person who know it all. You got the answer. You don't need no help, nor no assistance. You the chosen one, remember? Next thing, y'all, the last thing is going to be people assume that you are okay. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, people assume that you are okay. Now, with that being said, y'all, you have to understand something. When people automatically assume that you are okay, it is because they have already written you off. All right? It's no different, y'all, from a person who just got kicked out the house or a person who left the home and, you know, their mom or their dad is saying, hey, you got it now. You a man now. You're a woman now. You don't depend on me anymore. They write them off. That's it. Especially if you're talking about dysfunctional and toxic family members. Of course. Of course. However, y'all, when it comes to an individual who is always looked at as if they have the answers, people are going to assume that they are always okay. That's what happens when you are dangerous. Just like the kid who got kicked out or the adult who's no longer a kid. Hey, I done wrote you off. You okay now? You good? I get that you just now getting the job, but hey, you good. I get that you're taking public transportation, but you good. I get that you may be sick and you need help. You good. You got kids now, you grown, you good. That's how people look at you when you are dangerous. They automatically assume that you are okay. And like I said prior, y'all, we have emotions too, period. But with that being said, y'all, that's going to be today's topic, today's video. They know that you're no joke, right? You are extremely dangerous. And these are the cons of being dangerous, all right? But with that being said, family, let's go ahead and do a recap, and then we'll conclude this video. So, number one, y'all, you will attract fries when you are dangerous because they know they can't just come at you any type of way, okay? Number two, true love will be difficult to find because you are dangerous. They know they just can't tell you anything or just run anything by you. Point blank, period. Number three, you will be misjudged and misunderstood, all right? Number four, you become an object and not a person. And number five, y'all, people will assume that you are okay. Like I told y'all, we still got the sessions, y'all, at the same rate. Y'all make sure y'all lock in on a session, okay? So I can get to know y'all even more close and personal, y'all. All right, y'all hit that link in my description as well as within the video. But I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.